universal vaccine that was being developed with RFK Jr.'s blessing. If you didn't hear about it, it may be because after receiving an absolutely enormous amount of backlash from almost 500,000 views, Maha Action deleted the post. Weird, right? Here's the announcement Maha Action apparently doesn't want you to see.
Right now, we're developing a universal vaccine at NIH, which is a vaccine that addresses the entire phylum of viruses. And so it's a vaccine that mimics natural immunity, and it is effective against any kind of mutation. So it doesn't drive the virus to mutate, and it could be effective. We believe it's going to be effective against not only coronaviruses but also flu, and it's going to be a much safer and much more effective vaccine.
So what is the problem here? Why would you delete that video if it's apparently a much safer vaccine? This is what will restore public trust in the health agencies again, right? More vaccines? Well, clearly that is not what the public wants, and hence the immense backlash. But apart from the bizarre commitment from RFK Jr. to more vaccines after spending years talking about the dangers of vaccines, this particular one brings even more surprises. Dig a little deeper and you might be horrified at those surprises, actually, as we were. In fact, this dark rabbit hole leads you to a product that is already listed as, quote, reasonably anticipated to be a human carcinogen, meaning more cancer, a product that is funded by Bill Gates and links to Anthony Fauci. A lot of people feel that RFK Jr.'s actions since becoming HHS secretary have been a far cry from the man who wrote that book and did countless interviews over the years with COVID dissidents, did incredible work with children's health defense, and really was a voice of reason for people in a world where pharma shills were knighted with the title the experts. Few can forget that maddening period of history, so naturally, a lot of people completely disaffected and distrusting of the system supported him, believing that his appointment as HHS secretary would bring radical reform. So far, we have seen some good things. Some vaccines that we know have literally killed people have been halted. Other vaccines that have literally killed people are being approved for children 6 months and up. Some food dyes, for example, are being banned. That is a positive development, but unfortunately now we have Bill Gates' fake butter entering our foods and no real effort thus far to stop that. We still have Bill Gates' appeal-coated products, geoengineering, which RFK Jr. promised he would stop, and more vaccines.